All right, drivetrain. So state finals are done. You saw that I didn't even make the podium. And because of that, this bike is out of here. It's not a number one bike anymore. We're getting rid of it. No, you know how this is. I'm just joking. Shout out to my guys, Poffenbarger and Huggy Bear and Weatherspoon, making that podium, 4145X. They put in the work to get the points, the local points throughout the season that helped them obtain that podium spot for state finals. Obviously, USA BMX made a complete overhaul this past season about how they manage their state points for state races, and including a large point whatever accumulation for local races as well. But anyway, shout out to those guys. I'm not sore. We've got some big plans coming in. This bike is actually going to get stripped down, put back to as stock as I can make it. We've got some local dads here at the track that one of them is bound to pick it up. I'm going to sell it for a great price. This wheel set is going to be for sale because we've got some big things coming in the rest of this video, but maybe you've already seen a different video come out about some new VEGA parts. So watch through the end of this video. We're gonna be taking this thing apart, swapping over for the rest of the season. I'm just gonna be racing my trail bike, so my S&M Credence. I'm gonna be altering that one so that I can race that thing, put a number plate on it, and go out and just have some fun ripping around the track. But anyway, this one is being sold. I'm gonna keep a lot of parts for my next build, but the majority of this bike is gonna go back to stock and sold to someone who wants to ride a really inexpensive, great bike that obviously is being ridden at some pretty high levels. I feel like I'm pushing it pretty good. But anyway, let's watch to the end of the video. The next step here, strip this thing down and start to put the factory forks on, put some different wheels on this bike, and start swapping some parts around. So let's get it. So I went looking through the parts bin there, found the stock forks with the top pinch bolt, so that's good. We can put those back on. We've got the last Vans grips that I was riding with bar ends. We've got the original stock plastic Mongoose pedals. That's good. Never ridden before. We've got the stock stem. Perfect. The original 44 tooth sprocket. So that's good. We'll toss that back on. And now we're looking for brakes. So got this parts bin here that I'm looking into. I may put this on my bike for the old school race coming up. But I gotta look in here and see if I can find the appropriate bits and pieces that I need for brakes. Here's one brake lever that could work. I thought I had a stock brake lever and brake arms in here. Let's see. Somewhere way down here. All kinds of things in this. Wait, what is this? Ooh, that's promising. There's one stock arm with a stock brake pad. Maybe I can find the other one in here. Here's another set of brand new Mongoose pedals. Oh, I guess I had some from the Cruiser. What is that? That is not what I'm looking for. Do these go together? Nope. No, not at all. Okay. We'll come back when I find it. So this is good. I even found the factory lever. Look at this thing. I think this is the factory one for my Cruiser because I never used that one. I immediately went to, I think it's a box lever. I could be wrong. Whatever, Pro Max lever. That's what's on my bikes. Anyway, so I've got some stock brake arms. I got some pads. I've even got some box, I guess semi-upgraded pads that I tried at some point. But when I went with the carbon hoops, I couldn't run these style pads anymore. So the other thing, so let's take a look at this bike right now. We've got the upgraded Answer, not upgraded, but I went with Answer lock-on grips this season, Pro Max brake lever. I got the Answer I don't even know what these things are called. Handlebars are on here. We've got the S&M XLT race stem. with some nice rusted bolts. I need to attend to those. But that's a season of racing in the rain, in the water, and just not doing anything with it. Then I've got the VEGA carbon forks. Those are coming off. Those are staying with me. But I do have the VEGA wheel set. This wheel set is most likely going to be for sale. These are the titanium jet fuel 44 BMX spokes on top of some Profile Elite hubs. Now, in terms of cranks, these are actually the stock Mongoose cranks. These are just that Samix or whatever however you pronounce it. Let's see what that says. Sam CX or Samux, I don't know. They're the stock ones. I've just been ripping those because that works well. So these pedals are going to stay. These are those Fuker flat pedals. My Renan chainring 46.9 is going to stay with me. And then I'm running a 17 in the back. So this chain is way big compared to a 44/16. So I think I've got an old chain that I can put back on this. But again, we've got back here LDC brake arms. So I'm going to take those off and just keep those in my stockpile. The new stuff that I'm going to build will be a disc brake setup, which is my first disc brake ride. So I don't know what to expect with that. But we've got the carbon brake pads on these as well. So the wheel set is going to be for sale. This frame is going to stay here. I'm going to keep these tires with this bike. I'm actually going to put the stock 1.9 or 1.95 back on the front because that's going to go with the bike. I was having some challenges up here with that 1.9 where when it would get dirt, it would actually rub on the inside of the fork. So I've got some, I'm going to clean these up. I've got some scratches on them. They're just surface scratches. So I've got me some black fingernail polish and I'm going to clean this up and just kind of glaze over some of those. Get these forks back in good shape to run on the next ride. But everything else, I mean, stock seat post, stock seat, that stuff's all stock. The brake cable is the original cable. And the headset's the original one too, so that's going to stay on there as well. Anyway, we're just going to put this thing back to stock. We found the parts, so that's good. We got those parts laid out here. Go ahead and rip this bike apart. The only thing I'm missing, handlebars. Got to come up with some bars, 8.5-inch rise to get this thing back to a good factory spec. But enough talking, let's start working.
The next day.
We're back. It's a couple days later. We just finished cheering on my wife. She's out running a half marathon this morning, the Richmond half marathon. She crushed it. Here she is racing, having a good time. And her results, just quite amazing. All right, well, we're back on the bike. We finished it up. I want to show you something. We had the stock sprocket. We talked about using this one. And this is what happens when your sprocket dies, either from your chain stretching. All right, so see this chain? This chain, it doesn't fit on the sprocket, which is apparently why I stopped running this one. So that one's going in the bin. And if we compare it to this JW, which is in good shape, same chain. Yep, I can do this. I can do this. I can get a chain on the sprocket. There we go. So it clearly fits on this one, but didn't fit on the stock one. So we went ahead and found... I've got this JW with this, actually my daughter's sprocket. So I found a blue MCS. We tossed that on here. So we've got a blue MCS sprocket instead of the stock one, but that's actually fine. All right, so let's start from the top down. We've got some basic MX black grips we tossed on. These are actually brand new grips. Got the stock brake lever. We've got some stock bars, a stock stem, and stock forks. So that's kind of the front end of the bike. We do have this wheel with the Rhino Light rims. We talked about those. And we've got a stock tire back on it. This is actually a brand new tire that I didn't ride for a while. So that's good. Then we've got the stock frame, stock seat and seat post, and stock seat clamp. Everything is pretty much stock, as you can see. Stock cranks, brand new factory pedals. We do have the chain that I've been running, which was brand new mid-season. The MCS sprocket. Come back a little further. Got some stock brakes and brake pads. They do the stopping things. We've again got, now this is a 195 in the back, which is another factory front tire. But for the bigger rider that's probably going to get this, this is going to feel a little bit nicer for you. Again, the Rhino Light rim in the back. and just some standard Shimano cog. It's actually pretty silent if you listen.
Crickets.
I know a lot of people like the buzz, but this one, no buzz on this one, so you can ride with your family and still talk to them and have a good time. But that is the bike. Now, this thing's going to be posted up 400 or best offer. I'm hoping to find somebody that is, again, new to BMX racing. They're coming out with their kids, and they can hopefully pick this bike up. We can work out a deal, and they can have something that's going to be good for them to get on the track, get used to it. It is a double XL, so it's on the longer side, but again, I'm 5'10". It fits me great, and a lot of people like that longer size, more stable. So check this thing out. Thanks for watching this video, but link in the description for the marketplace link, or just shoot me a message if you want to talk about this bike and maybe pick it up. I'm willing to ship it. If you're somebody that wants this bike for $400, then we can talk about shipping it. But that's it for now. Hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Oh, I've got a surprise for what's coming next. Hold on a second. All right, and we're back. So check this out. We got the fresh forks here, a brand new set of VEGA forks with that carbon gloss on it. And that is for the brand new build, which is this thing. Bow! Look at that thing. So we've got the brand new VEGA frame in. I just pulled it right out of the box because I haven't even, as you can see, unpackaged it yet, but VEGA's got frames now. This is a really unique frame. I went with the matte black on it. I'm stoked to build this thing up. We've got a bunch of VEGA parts. Check their website, link in the description, but check the website if you want to get yourself a brand new fresh frame. These are aluminum frames, 6061 aluminum apparently. We've got both V-brakes, and it's got disc mount, so if you're running either brake, it's an easy way to jump into it. Hey, look, obviously, you know this is coming in a video. We got to put this build together. But that's it for now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Catch you later. Peace.